Good morning, Holiday Hill family. Josh here in the youth room yet again for another Throwback Thursday, and this one is near and dear to my heart. So back in the 1970s, there was a director. His name was George Lucas, and he had just directed an amazing film starring Harrison Ford called American Graffiti. Perhaps you've heard of it. It wasn't what you were expecting, was it? Yeah, after the success of American Graffiti, George Lucas felt he had enough clout with 20th Century Fox that he could now do what he really wanted to do. He wanted to do like a sci-fi, spaghetti, western, space opera kind of thing. He was going to call it Star Wars. And he goes to 20th Century Fox, and he wants to make this thing a reality. And because he was so successful with American Graffiti, 20th Century Fox thought they would throw him a bone and basically say, okay, you can do your movie, you can have your little Star Wars movie if you want, and we'll give you a budget of about $8 million, and to direct it, we'll pay you $500,000. Lucas gave him a counteroffer. Instead of paying me my $500,000, I'll take a $350,000 pay cut. I'll take a cut of about 66%. Pay me 66% less, and in return, I want two things. Number one, I want the rights to any potential sequels of Star Wars. Number two, I want 100% of the merchandising rights. At the time, 20th Century Fox had just tried doing some marketing for a movie called Dr. Dolittle, and it was a complete flop. The movie, the merchandising didn't work out well, so they were a little burned by merchandising, and quite frankly, they had no faith in this thing called Star Wars. So they saw this as an absolute win. You mean I get to pay you less and for something that we think you're going to get absolutely nothing in return for? Because seriously, who's going to want a Star Wars toy? Who's going to think that Star Wars is really cool? Who's going to fork out money for Star Wars toys? I mean, really, that's just absolutely ridiculous. In the first year after Star Wars came out, when it came to merchandising, Star Wars made $100 million. By the time George Lucas sold the property rights and all the distribution and whatnot to Disney, because he was the sole owner, his value was about $3.2 billion. To put that in perspective, that's right about where Oprah's at. And when you're as rich as Oprah, that's pretty awesome. All because there were people who didn't see value in something. And that's today's moral lesson of today, if you will. See the value where people don't. First of all, see the value in yourself. God made you. He loves you. He has a wonderful plan for you. See that value. You weren't here by accident. You didn't slip through the cracks of creation. You are here at this present time for an expressed purpose. See the value in other people and other things too. People may look at something or someone and say, what are they going to do? What's going to become of that? Prove them wrong. Do something well. See the value in others. Who knows? Maybe that thing not seen as valuable will turn out to be very valuable indeed. God bless. May the force be with you.